Have you ever felt like no matter how much you earn, your bank account never seems to grow? Like there is an invisible ceiling holding you back from the wealth you see others achieving? Most people think the barrier to wealth is a lack of money, but the truth is much more subtle. It's not your paycheck, it's your perspective. Today, we're exposing the 5 mental traps that are silently keeping you poor, and more importantly, exactly how to break free from them forever. Welcome to Alan Invests. We don't just talk about numbers here, we master the psychology of wealth. Building a fortune starts between your ears. If you don't fix the software running your mind, no amount of financial advice will ever stick. By the end of this video, you will identify the specific psychological bugs in your system and have a clear roadmap to reprogram your mind for prosperity. If you're ready to stop surviving and start thriving, let's dive in. The first and most dangerous trap is the scarcity mindset. This is the belief that there is a limited amount of wealth in the world, and that for you to win, someone else has to lose. When you live in scarcity, you focus entirely on saving rather than earning. You're so afraid of losing the little you have that you never take the calculated risks necessary to grow.
Think about it. Have you ever skipped a $20 book that could teach you a $1 million skill because you couldn't afford it? That's the trap. People with a wealth mindset understand that money is a renewable resource, but time and opportunity are not. How to break free. Start practicing an abundance audit. Shift your focus from how can I spend less to how can I become more valuable.
You get a raise, so you get a better car. You get a bonus, so you move into a bigger apartment. This is lifestyle creep, the silent killer of wealth. Most people spend their lives running on a hedonic treadmill. As their income goes up, their expenses rise to meet it, leaving them with exactly zero net gain. Society tells you that your success is measured by what you show, but real wealth is measured by what you keep. If you're using your increased income to buy liabilities instead of assets, you aren't becoming rich, you're just becoming a high-level consumer for the banks. How to break free. Implement the 50% raise rule. Every time you get an increase in income, commit to investing at least 50% of that raise before you ever see it in your checking account. This allows you to improve your lifestyle slightly while exponentially accelerating your path to freedom.
We live in an era of overnight sensations. We see the 19-year-old crypto millionaire or the viral entrepreneur and think, why not me? I need that now. This trap leads to lottery ticket investing, throwing money at high-risk, unproven schemes because you're impatient. Wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. When you chase quick money, you usually end up with no money. The psychology of wealth requires a deep respect for the power of time and compound interest. How to break free. Fall in love with the process, not the prize. Focus on building boring wealth through consistent, disciplined habits. Remember, the most successful investors aren't the ones who found the magic stock. They are the ones who stayed in the game the longest.
Are you buying things you don't need, with money you don't have, to impress people you don't even like? The trap of external validation is rooted in insecurity. We use material possessions as a mask to show the world we've made it. But the truly wealthy are often the most invisible. When you prioritize looking rich over being rich, you are effectively handing control of your financial future over to the opinions of strangers. How to break free. Define your own version of enough. Ask yourself, if I could never show anyone what I bought, would I still want it? Focus on internal metrics, your net worth, your cash flow, and your peace of mind, rather than external ones.
Finally, the most subtle trap of all, the victim narrative. This is the belief that the system is rigged, the economy is bad, or I just don't have the right connections. While external challenges are real, using them as an excuse for inaction is a choice. If you believe wealth is outside of your control, you will never take the actions necessary to seize it. Wealthy individuals have an internal locus of control. They believe that while they can't control the wind, they can always adjust the sails. How to break free. Replace I can't with how can I? This simple linguistic shift moves your brain from a state of paralysis to a state of problem solving. Take 100% radical responsibility for your financial situation, regardless of where you started.
Breaking these traps isn't easy, but it is the only way to build a life of true freedom. Which of these 5 traps do you find yourself falling into the most? Let me know in the comments below. Identifying it is the first step to beating it. If this video gave you a new perspective, hit that like button and subscribe to Alan Invests. We're on a mission to build a community of disciplined, mindset-first investors. In our next video, we're going to dive even deeper into the millionaire mindset and show you the specific daily habits that separate the top 1% from everyone else. You don't want to miss it. Remember, your wealth grows only as much as you do. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.